Duke this morning. Barbara won the competition. She took it out. Unfortunately, I thought 21. I thought 20. She said 21, and it got up a little higher than that. So credit to Barbara. It is Wednesday, August 16th, and better do that, I suppose. In the meantime, let me do this.
Galaxy 107fm.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107fm, and well, so very, very happy to have everybody joining us this morning on Facebook Live. If you're joining us on the radio, nice to have you as well. Tell you what, how would you like to do this? If you're a first-time viewer, why not sub? Yeah, thumb and bell. You know, sub, thumb, bell. Bell notifications when we have important people, much like today's artist. Of course, we're talking to Lucian and Blaine from the band Truth Agony, coming out of Saskatoon, and well, why not subscribe as well? So, yeah, become part of the family. We call it the noise here at Galaxy simply because it is getting louder and louder and louder every day. It's exponential right now, really, really is. We'd love to have you on board as well. Become part of the family. The thummy thing, you know what to do with that, right? Yeah, like us. Get epileptic with it. Do it, do it, do it. In the meantime, yes, we are talking to Lucian and to Blaine from the band Truth and Agony. Here is the way it's supposed to be. Wow, that's loud. Yeah. Heidi Tang's joining us. Nice to have you on board, Heidi. Wonder how LA's doing today.
We've got Ree Matty as well.
Ree Matty, we just spoke to Ree Matty. Nice to have you on board, Ree. Harry out of India.
Mike Butcher and Todd Saylor.
Harry out of India. Would this be the Indian joint?
Yeah.
Okay, right, Harry. Awesome. And looking forward to catching up with you in the near future as well, Harry. Who else have we got? I can't quite get them all
because you
here.
have to comment.
I have to comment. Okay, yeah. I'll write a comment.
You might get it all then. I don't know. Anyway, these guys here look all nice and relaxed and laid back.
Look at that. Oh, okay. They do look all nice and relaxed and laid back. God, that's going to change. That's going to change.
I know, yeah.
How you been keeping, Lucian?
Yeah, it's been great. We put our album out here in just this past June. Things have been really good. Yeah, really good. We're happy.
Nice, nice. I got to apologise for the... We're finally getting it done. Let's put it that way. We've had so many problems with technological stuff. It's just been ridiculous. And everybody's still... Yeah. I tell you what, we got a part in from overseas, happened to be the wrong part. You know what I mean?
Oh, God, yeah, that's crazy, yeah.
And
blame... Time is everything, right? You want to be current and relevant.
Exactly. But they're still blaming the pandemic for the hold-up. I'm going, no, that was over and done with a long time ago. I mean...
Long time ago, yeah. Kids are back to normal now, yeah.
Kids born in that era are getting older now. Come on, you know?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
So, yeah, but I hate the cost of living as well. That's another excuse they come up with. Anyway, let's go live to the desk, my friend, and I will give you stats and everything like that as we go through as well, okay? That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107fm, so very, very happy to have you. And today we're in Saskatoon. Yeah, that's right, we are talking to Lucian and to Blaine from the band Truth and Agony. Now Blaine really has just given me a bit of gold. He says he's never done an interview before So we'll see if
That's
he's
true.
ever likely to do it again after this. Welcome to Galaxy, Blaine. Nice to have you back, Lucian.
Thank you. Yeah. It's always cool to come here and talk to you guys, man. We really dig it.
Well, I got to be honest with you, Lucian, you're one of my favourite artists, and we love your work. We really, really do. And
Thank you. Yeah.
I understand having to bring a little bit of backup this time. I get it.
Yeah, oh yeah. When we put this album out, it was no longer just about me, it was about us. So, yeah, so there'll be more of us coming for interviews in the future, yeah.
Yeah, Morgan apparently can't make it. I think he saw the light right from the start and got the hell out.
Well, yeah, the excuse he used was that they were keeping him back from work, but I told him, I said, look, these people are from New Zealand, they don't mess around down there. You gotta be careful, right?
Did he get caught in the smoke-over room, having a few strange ones or something like that? I love your shirt, Hogwarts, Blaine. This is good taste.
Well, look what on.
His pants.
Oh,
I
yeah.
put on the fella pants on.
Nutella.
I didn't put on the sweater, but that'll be a next interview kind of thing.
Yeah, fair enough too, because it could be winter. You're still in summer over there, aren't you?
Sorry?
It's still summertime over there, is that right?
Oh, yeah.
So you're still reaping up the bikinis down at the beach.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
We have a local band, or a local, what is it? Local beach spot.
Oh, yeah.
Fairhouse Beach.
Fairhouse Beach, yeah, it's just outside the city, yeah.
I'm
But
coming.
there's really bad forest fires up in the Northwest Territory, so it's just crazy smoky here right now. It's just terrible.
Okay, the natives have been smoking that wacky stuff too much and got away with it.
Must have, yeah.
I want to come over and be a part of that beach too, by the way. I think that's a bit of me.
It's a good one, yeah.
Good
Yeah,
spot.
Good
man,
spot, yeah,
man,
definitely.
I'll bring Barbara with me. She's handy with a camera.
There you go.
Indeed, yeah.
Very, very cool. Now, we started off the show, guys, with the way it's supposed to be. So which way is it supposed to be? Tell me about the lyrics of this.
The way it's supposed to be, I wrote that song quite a while ago before I started the band, but I kind of carried it over, and then Blaine and I finished it. But the way it's supposed to be is like kind of like realizing the situation you're in and realizing that instead of trying to fight it, why not just go with it and save yourself a lot of trouble, right? Yeah.
Yeah, believe me, I totally understand that, my friend. I really,
Yeah.
really do. Now, Blaine, how long have you known Lucian?
How long have you known me for? Yeah.
Oh, I've known Lucy, and I've probably going on 3.5 years.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I got to know him through a ex-drummer of ours that I was in a band in previously.
Yeah.
And he called me up and was like, hey, Lucian's looking for a guy. You want to come and check it out? So
Yeah.
I did, and now we're here.
Yeah.
Very- very-
Blaine is the only original member besides me left from the first incarnation of the band.
Okay, I get that. Now, you're also a co-singer, but you're a guitarist as well, right?
Yeah.
Now, I just got to ask you, can you understand my accent? Okay,
I can.
nice.
It's the phone volume is just pretty quiet, so I'll
Okay.
probably be asking you that. Pardon me, excuse me. Say that again.
Yeah, well, I'll try and speak up a little bit for you as well. Now, Blake, how long have you been playing the guitar?
I think I got my first guitar when I was 12 years old for Christmas. It was like a nice, cheap Yamaha combo pack with the mini amp, and I played that for about 10 years, and then I finally started to stack up and buy a really decent guitar, and that's the one that's sitting right here, the Ibanez ETT.
Okay, yeah, no, I don't mind an Ibanez, actually. I've got one over here as well that I
Right
play.
on.
Believe me, I'm a legend in my own bedroom sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't get as good as you. And believe me, I've been, as an engineer, I listen to music and I break it down literally. I try and figure out how it was structured, how it was done, how the engineers put it together as well, how it was, all done. And believe me, I think it's habitual for engineers to do that. And
Yeah.
I especially listen to different factions of the band, like how the singer's going, how the drummer's going, if you've got keyboards and stuff like that, how they're going and where they're putting it, how it's all meshed together. And then, of course, the guitarist and rhythm guitarist always a huge factor for me to be able to try and figure out. They really, really are. So I congratulate you on the work that you've done so far. Believe me, we've been playing Truth and Agony here for a little while now, and you do have quite a large following as a band. You really, really do.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. Awesome. We appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely.
So we were talking about Morgan as well, so please give him a poke in the eye for missing this one, won't you?
So sorry, say that again?
I says we were talking about Morgan not being able to make it, so Blaine, please give him a poke in the eye from me for missing it.
We will. No, definitely. We will.
We were talking about that, actually.
Love that. Now, what about Adam? Is he going to be joining us at some stage?
Yeah, Adam is no longer with us, and he hasn't been since the EP. Our new drummer, who's been with us over a year now, is Harley Cook, and he will most likely be joining us for interviews in the future.
Okay.
He played on our new album. This was our full album that we released.
Okay, well...
So it was Blaine, me, Morgan, and Harley, and we did the album.
Right, well, you need to update your bio as well.
That might be an old
Yeah, they don't let us do it on that SAS music page. You have to submit and ask for to changes. It's not like Facebook where we can just go in and edit it.
Really? Interesting.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
okay.
the most current place to find us is on Facebook. That is the most current place to find us.
So Adam's moved on to another band. He hasn't passed away or anything.
Yes, he has, yeah.
Okay, because just the way you said that, I thought, my God, he's died.
No. We were starting to pick up and play quite often, and he really didn't want to play professionally. He just wanted to do it for fun, and we were obviously going somewhere else, and we understood. So it was an amicable party. We're still friends.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man. Yeah.
I kind of get that. I do. Some people do get the speed wobbles when you start getting, noticed around the world, if you know what I mean. So I do
understand. That's a really
understand
good way
that.
to put it, Grant. That's a really good way to put it. Speed wobbles.
Yep, absolutely. Now, at the same time, believe me, I've got a couple of fan questions for you. Now, I think I've asked you this in the past, Lucien, but I'm going to reiterate this because everybody asks this sooner or later. How do we get hold of you as a fan? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? Are you a talker? But more importantly, do you respond?
Well, yeah. I think fan input is huge for local bands like us. Like that you have to. You can't go out there and start thinking that you're above people or you're better than people, but just because you play well or because you sold some albums. We're a blue collar band. We're just regular people, and we have friends who are just regular people. And when we play shows, we go to shows as regular people as well as play them. But we can find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Just search up Truth and Agony. Instagram.
The main page you can contact is Facebook. You just send a direct message if you need, or if you can look on there and you see our email, you can shoot us an email. If you want to book a show, do all that type of stuff.
Yeah. Like, share, follow, bell, all that stuff. And if you leave a comment on the page, one of us will respond to you.
One of the, I did not, an artist coming out of Nashville just prior to you guys, Marie Mattei, who is vicariously watching right now. And one person asked, do you have merch? Can we get hold of product? Do you have a merch site that we can go to? Do you have a website?
Yeah, indeed we do. I can send you guys the link and you post it on your page. But yeah, we absolutely have an online store.
Okay.
The link is actually on our Facebook page. Yeah, if you go to the Facebook page, there'll be a link on there for our store.
Okay, because believe me, I think it's a valid question. I do, and I liked it when they asked our last interviewee if she had merch and stuff like that. So I thought I'd throw that one in personally myself. Now, having said that, without you, tell me about this, because I absolutely love this track.
Yeah, I wrote that song as a teenager. It's about like missing a part of yourself. Like I was 19, I was living in Vancouver. I'm from Saskatchewan. I was away from home, and I was kind of homesick. And I was really thinking about the things that I missed, that I really took for granted and didn't notice until I was far enough away to look back. And that's what the song's about. Yeah.
Well, believe me, I'm loving it. In fact, I do play a lot of your work in my car on the way home and on the way to work. Believe me, you're on my speed dial when it comes to driving. You really, really are. And I think it's music to drive past to. Here is Truth and Agony on Galaxy Without You. So how you feeling, Blaine? You okay?
I'm doing great.
Nice, nice.
I've been doing great since I woke up, and I'm still doing great.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Okay, forgive me, I've got asthma, so...
I think they're on tour
Stories.
from this weekend.
Sorry?
They're on tour.
They're on tour this weekend, oh, we're going to have to cover that. We are, but Blaine, I know I've asked Lucy in this, but you wouldn't be a vegan by any chance, would you?
Would I be a what, sorry?
A vegan?
A vegan, no. But I've looked into vegan meals and options and like alternatives and stuff like that.
Look,
He works out, takes care of himself, and
Fair enough.
he's in good shape.
Fair enough. Well, the reason why I asked this, literally, Blaine, is, and I'm trying to find the answer to this question, is, have you ever tried a vegan sausage?
I haven't, no.
I tried vegan hamburgers. Those things at A&W, they're like veggie burgers. They're really, really good.
Okay.
Plant
Well,
based.
Yeah.
the reason I asked, Blaine, is, are they made of real vegans or not?
See?
Are
Say
they
that
made of real vegans or not?
I would have to go with yes. Am I right?
Well, I asked a vegan just prior to you guys, and she went no. But okay, now I'm confused. Look, I mean, I was upset when I found out that Girl Guide biscuits weren't made of real Girl Guides.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah.
Right.
That's terrible. I don't.
And the truth be told, you're familiar with Johnson & Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, we are.
They have got me on a blacklist. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
They won't return my calls, my texts, my emails, nothing. Because I just happened to ask one of their hierarchy managers how many babies goes in a bottle. Well, it does say baby oil, so how many babies goes in? Right?
Yeah. How many babies do you have to pulverize to make an oil out of it?
Well, yeah, I think there's about 3 fat ones and they're reduced.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Literally, Blaine's already starting to worry now. What have I got myself in for?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's gonna be one of those kind of interviews.
Oh, yeah. Believe me, I've been described as the Jerry Springer of modern radio.
Ah, you're just sweet.
We got told we have faces for radio. Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. I've got just the face.
Yeah, definitely.
Look,
Yeah,
I used
faces
to
for radio, she said.
I used to duck television like crazy. Terry Van Cannon's joining us. Nice to have you on board, brother man. It really is. Sounding great. Rock on. That's right, you're right, here at Galaxy 107 FM. I'm sorry that my on-air producer gave me a funny saying you asked the last person that we did the interview with, Rima Tay, the same kind of question. Yeah, I did. I'm still trying to get to the bottom of the vegan question. I really am. I want to find out the truth behind the matter. And the thing about vegans too, I actually do know one. I ran into one not so long ago, and I said to her, do you guys actually hang out together? She goes, yeah, we do. And I says, well, do you go to the pub? You know, you have a few drinks? Yeah. She goes, why? I said, the only reason I ask is, well, the only place to see you is on the news. Which I think is quite appropriate. Everybody gets to see them on the news, really. Can you imagine vegans getting a little upset with each other, going out in the car park, having a dust up, you know, after they've had a few drinks? Would that be called a beef? Having a beef?
True. That's correct.
That is true, yeah.
Yeah, if they got a slap across the face, would it be, you know, a bash across the chops?
Yeah.
See, they're not...
You're bringing up very good points, Graham.
Well,
very good.
therefore, if they're going to get all of that, they're not real vegans then, are they? There's too much meat involved in that whole conversation. There really is.
All live.
Ah, dear, I'm going to get roasted later. There we go. Let's end that one. Now, we who burn. Now, believe me, I really do love playing this, Lucian. I really, really do. So I want you to break it down for me. Tell me about, first of all, about the lyrics, but then tell me about where it got produced. Who was your engineer? Okay, so who we burn?
I was actually, the song, as you know, I've been in recovery for a few years now. The song was written about kind of realizing when I needed to get clean because I was going to die, and it's sort of like written as a thank you to my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, my now wife Dion. If you're watching, I love you, baby. But yeah, she saved my life, and I wrote a song kind of realizing for the first time that I needed help, and I needed it from other people because I couldn't do it. And I bought it, and it sort of restored my faith in my friends and my family who I thought had abandoned me because of my addiction. So I wrote it as a thank you to them. And the original version was produced and engineered at with Earl for the EP at Juicebox Studios with Earl Perea. But the one, our new album that just came out in June has a version, and that was produced at Soundcast Studios and engineered by Christian Douglas, who is just top notch. He's just great, man. Christian, we're watching. We love you, man.
Shout out to you, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, believe me, Lucian, I've got to be honest with you, it is one of my most favourite Truth and Agony tracks, and I enjoy it on the way home at night. I really, really do. I get to work maybe about 10:30 at night. I'm lucky to get out of here by 5, and that gives me the energy to get on home and do the family thing after that. So right here at Galaxy is joined by not only Lucian today, but by Blaine from Truth and Agony. Here is We Who Burn. Gosh, it's hot in here. Really, really is.
It's only 14.7 degrees Celsius outside.
Yeah, I know, but it's add another 10 degrees.
Just working yourself up with the heat.
Oh, I tell you, I would not like to be an ice cream in here. Believe me, we've got so many computers in here, it just gets hot.
So loud, late.
Yeah. Like our songs playing in there.
Who are you?
Yeah, wait.
I'm talking to Harry and everyone else.
Oh, okay.
Hey, actually, I think Morgan might be here right now.
Oh, okay. He saved himself a poke in the eye.
Oh, here we are.
Morgan is here.
Whee!
10 minutes. Morgan, you dumb. New Zealand.
Hey, Morgan, how are you?
My bassist, Morgan Walford. Give him a chair. Sit on, Morgan.
It'd be a bit hard to fit them all in somehow.
All right.
You'd have to sit on each other's knees.
Sorry, but I had some work. I came late.
Yeah.
What? Did you get caught smoking stuff?
Now we can't see you
Oh, yeah,
all.
we're gonna have to here.
Morgan, you might actually have to stand behind the boys because we can't see you otherwise.
Yeah, but we can't hear him, right?
No, it's all good.
Okay.
Okay, Morgan, what? Yeah, okay, that'll do.
Yeah.
That'll do.
These people
All right.
that have iPhones that won't turn,
Yeah, these people that have iPhones that won't
landscape.
turn, I tell you.
Landscape.
Gosh, dear. And you had an iPhone that won't turn.
Yeah, I
Okay.
know.
So, by the way, Morgan, we have people taking photos of you right now, so we have evidence in hand. There,
It's legal there, so...
We've got about we've got about 8 people. We've got about 8 people here. A couple in the fishbowl. My on-air producer is here, and Barbara, of course, and then there's me and somebody else. How many countries are tuned in right now?
167.
There's 167 countries tuned in right now.
Really?
Yeah. And
Hello. What's going on, everybody?
we're in every English-speaking country of the world. Where's Lucian gone?
Yeah, we need to see Lucy.
Yeah, where's Lucian gone? Every English-speaking country in the world, and some that aren't. You know what I mean? Don't know how that works, but we'll take it. We will. And
3428.
Yeah, you can all lean in and hug.
There's 3,428 cities around the world tuned in right now.
Awesome. Yeah. Hello, world.
And what about Saskatchewan?
First time meeting y'all.
This half
Staggering
half
numbers,
is
though.
Saskatchewan.
Which half?
The bottom half.
The bottom half.
Yeah.
Apparently the bottom half of Saskatchewan is tuned in too.
They might be in the bottom half.
The
Love the
bottom?
setup, by the way.
Yeah.
They're in Saskatoon, which is in Saskatchewan, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Regina's 2 hours south of us.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that when I'm drunk though. I get slapped by a woman.
About 4 or 5 hours south from here.
Yeah.
It's very
I've often
close.
tried to ask a woman home to see her Regina, but it's never worked for me.
Now you'll get me banned on Facebook.
I said Regina.
Yeah,
I was good.
You'll get me banned.
I see. Regina.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today we're joined now by 3 out of the band Truth Agony coming out in Saskatoon, and of course we're talking to Lucy and Brosty and Blaine, and now Morgan's made it. He got held back because he was naughty at work. That's what it was, really. He got caught with his hand in the cookie jar, I'm sure of it. Nice to meet you, Morgan. Welcome to Galaxy.
Hi, thanks again.
Now, guys, I really must reiterate, unfortunately, Lucian, have you told Morgan about what I'm like? Because Blaine, unfortunately, is going to need a psychiatrist at the end of this.
Yeah, no,
He's
he's
coming already.
crash course for both of them, yeah.
Crash course.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Capital crash.
apparently it's Blaine's first interview. How about you? Have you done interviews before, Morgan?
Yeah, but Morgan and I did some radio interviews. Yeah, we've done a couple, yeah.
You done a couple. Okay, well, believe me, I do have a psychiatrist that makes house calls if you need it at the end of this. Okay?
I'll just send it his way.
I can put you on to her. I really can. In fact, she's moved from New Jersey now, hasn't she? She's moved somewhere else. She used to be in New Jersey. And we're very, very accomplished artists in her own right. And I said to her one day, "You're coming out from Jersey?" And she goes, "Grant, you could drive cabs here." Cabs? I'm not a cab driver. To heck with it. Oh my God. Okay, well, all right. Fair enough. I've got something to fall back on in my old age one day when I get there, I suppose. So you never know. I might go to Jersey and become a cab driver. Now, I do got to ask you, Morgan, how long have you been with the band? Have you been as long as these two have been in it?
Not quite as long. I've only been in it for about 1.5 years now. These guys started it about 1.5 years before I got into it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they've been at it for 3. I've been at it for 1.5 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
We played on the album.
Yeah.
And you're the bass...
Once we started playing, I was basically became a part of it once we started doing live shows.
Yeah.
So we just kind of intermingled. I was doing another band, which is no longer at the moment, and I've just been doing this ever since.
Yeah.
You know, I totally get it. I really, really do. How long you been playing bass?
Bass, about 3 years total.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
I started playing guitar and then moved on to bass, and then I started learning like drums. I still play today, and then a little bit of piano. I do vocal work. I do a bit of everything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do too.
Quite
But
beautiful.
I try to do a little bit of everything as well, but the wife won't let me do a lot of it. Really?
Well, I do my part here, but in my personal time, I like to dabble in everything. Songwriting too. I've written all kinds of other stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Have you done a bit of singing as well?
Singing, yeah. I've been a frontman. I did guitar playing and vocal work and lead guitar playing. So it's like a 3-piece for a while there.
Yeah.
Very cool. Believe me, I don't sing. In fact, I wouldn't do that to the human race ever. Simply, well, actually, to be honest, I sing tenor. or maybe 12 miles, well, 12 miles away from anybody that can hear me, believe me. The human race couldn't put up with my voice, literally. But I am a legend in my own bedroom, I've got to be honest.
Oh, my. At one point, I did like a double set one night where I did like the frontman thing and then I played bass.
Yeah.
So it was like I was hoarse by the end of it.
Yeah,
Just done. Like I need a beer, I need a couch.
Yeah.
I get it, I understand, I really do. I've been an engineer most of my life as well as a radio announcer, but believe me, I've worked not only as studio engineer, but front of the house engineer as well, and travelled and worked with some of the biggest bands in the world. And I hear a lot of music on a daily basis. Believe me, I hear a huge amount of music. And Truth and Agony has always been and has a special place here at Galaxy. It really, really is. So I got to congratulate you on the work that you do.
Yeah, thank you.
Really does. We take pride, literally, Lucian, in saying that we play the best indie artists in the world, and that has never changed. And believe me, we are very, very proud of that, and very proud to have you guys playing on our airways. We really, really are.
Thank you.
We appreciate it
Yeah.
just as much.
Yeah.
So-
Love it.
Thanks a lot.
So having said that, I'll let you pass the check on to me later on for that one, okay?
Yeah.
Don't worry, we don't ever charge artists for anything, anytime, ever, really. Otherwise they'll be coming for me. Or maybe they're coming... Yeah, tell me about Coming For You. This is a great segue too, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah.
Tell me about this track.
Which one?
Coming For You.
Oh, Blaine actually wrote the song, and he sings lead on that track. Yeah.
I think I wrote that song about, I think it was 3-4 years before I even met Lucian. So I was like, I was in and out of bands. I was in a band 6 blocks actually just out of high school with my high school friends, and we did the circuit for about 3 years, and then we disbanded, and I was kind of humming it on and kind of writing songs here and there, not really going anywhere. And then I started getting back into bands, and then joined Lucian, and I was like, hey, I've got songs, I've got this one, and we just went with it. So.
Well, believe me, Blaine, right now you're up around 1,721 requests for it, and climbing on a daily basis. We do play
that's wild,
hell out of it.
Yes.
Literally. So, and believe me, you're going to be amazed by the next one that's coming up as well. But this is getting a lot of airplay here at Galaxy. So congratulations to each and every one of you. And
Thanks a lot.
ladies and gentlemen, Truth and Agony, coming for you here at Galaxy. Music to drive fast to.
Yeah.
That is definitely.
I'm ready for a quick off this morning. Yeah. Go for it.
Believe, gentlemen, I've got to let you know that it's a really, really hard process to get played here at Galaxy. It really is. It's got to get past Barbara, and she gets about 200 bands a day getting in touch, wanting. Believe me, we hear a lot of music. She takes it to production. Production and Barbara work it out because we can only do these interviews for a certain amount of time in a week. You know what I mean?
Right.
And out of 200 bands a day, believe me, there might be one out of that first 200 that makes it. You know what I mean? Then
50 or 100 or
yeah, something like that. Then Barbara takes it.
You were requested 17 times a day.
Barbara takes it to our board. On any given board meeting, it could be 12 or 8 particular people. They're only interested in our image. You know what I'm saying? So it's got to be good. Then Barbara brings it to me on a little USB device, and I play you in my car. Now, 2 reasons for that. First reason is I want to hear the music. I get no information. It doesn't give me the artist's name or the title of the song, nothing. It just gives me the music. And that helps me basis on whether or not I want to do the interview, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The other reason is nobody else wants to drive with me. It's true.
You're just driving too fast in that song.
Well,
Dude, it's like a car chase song.
Yeah, it's a great song.
exactly.
We're actually planning to start shooting a this fall to that track.
Awesome.
Our first video. Yeah.
Awesome. You're going to have to send me a copy. Or a link. And it didn't. Why aren't you playing? Come on. Gosh, guys, what do we pay you for? Come on, move along. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today we're talking to three members of the band, Truth Agony. Of course, Lucy and Rosti, who is a very, very close friend of ours. We've known him for, well, a dog's age, I've got to be honest. Today we get to meet Blaine and also Morgan from the band as well. It's such a pleasure to have so many of you guys joining us. And believe me, you may need a stiff drink after the end of this one. It's just one of those things that's going to happen. Now, right my wrongs. Now, believe me, I absolutely love Right My Wrongs. Now, you're up again to 2,300 plus requests for this track. What makes this so successful? Why is this so successful? Tell me about this.
I wrote the song quite a while ago, but it wasn't until I joined up with Blaine and Morgan that we made it really catchy to sing along in the chorus. And it's one of our best live songs to play, hands down. We love that track, yeah.
The people around the world seem to identify with this particular track. I mean, 2,361 requests, and again climbing, so it's getting right on up there. Really is.
Yeah, we appreciate it. It's awesome.
Thank you.
I have a young lady coming out of North Carolina. Her name is Sapphire, and she's asking, guys, as a young artist, a potential young artist, what would be your biggest piece of advice to give me on how to become successful, much like yourself? So, come on, what would you give a young artist as a piece of advice?
Well, success is also a broad term. You know what I mean? Success comes in small steps. You know, if you're looking at the bigger picture and that's all you see and you're not looking at the steps in front of you, well, you're going to be tripping the whole way through, and it's going to be a hard process. So look at the small steps that you have in front of you first, knock those out of the park, move on to the next step, and just the biggest thing is keep going and never get discouraged.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah, always keep going.
Absolutely.
Goals.
Yeah.
Sapphire.
Stick with it. Practice. Make sure it's tight. Make sure it's a good performance. Not even just to the ears, but when you're doing something live, you know, even that, like, apply yourself. Be 100% into it. If you're not 100% into it,
It'll show.
Yeah, it will definitely show.
On the performance for sure.
You know, guys, that is absolute gold. And Sapphire, from me, never give up, follow your dreams, and be the person you are always destined to be. Do it. Double D.
Yeah.
There you go. Now, Right My Wrongs. Guys, I absolutely love this. I really do. And it's such a pleasure to play this here at Galaxy. And I'm going to give you some stats very shortly. But check this out, folks. Here is one of my favourite Truth and Agony tracks, Right My Wrongs, at Galaxy. I love that. I really do.
Yeah, it's an awesome track. Yeah.
You guys are in the middle of summer right now, right?
Yeah.
We had an absolute shite summer last summer. It was honestly, we had 91 days of rain.
We did.
Oh,
Yeah.
we had
Right,
no
yeah,
rain.
lots of
Yeah, we had no
floods.
rain. Yeah, farmers lost everything. Yeah.
Oh, believe me.
Insurance things.
We've
There's
had,
forest fires everywhere in Canada right now.
It's
everywhere.
smoky.
The whole country's smoky. The whole country.
I went outside this morning, you could barely see it.
Yeah.
Really? That
wow,
bad.
that's
I hate
scary.
that.
That's like Maui, is it? In Hawaii, they're on fire as well, aren't they?
They were.
Yeah, and then Paris Hilton decides to go for a holiday. Yay, good choice of timing, Paris. But I tell you what, in the Bible it says it rained for 40 days and 40 nights, right?
Yeah.
And some dude built a boat. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it rained here for 91 bloody days and nights and no boat.
Yeah, that's scary, man.
We didn't get no boat. But I tell you what, we did get about 10 days of pure summer. It was beautiful, it really was. Up until the point one of my best mates rang me up and says, Grant, I want you to take me to the doctors.
Oh, here we go.
And I went,
sorry, everyone.
why do I have to take you to the
Sorry.
doctors? He says, I'm a bit sunburned. I need the doctor to give me something for the sunburn. So I get around there. I'm not kidding.
You know, aloe vera.
This guy was lobstered. He was bright red. Really, really was. And he says, Grant, I was doing it nude in the banana chair and fell asleep. I went, seriously? He goes, yeah, it's a shriveled sausage, right? So I take him to the doctor and he's showing the doctor his chest and everything. The doctor's going, yeah, we'll take care of that for you. And I said to him, you better tell the doctor about that other bit, right? So the doctor looks at him and he goes, all right, show me. So he drops it out. The doctor said, put it in milk. I went, seriously? Milk? He goes, yeah, it's a natural, it will soothe it, it will help it out. So I take him home and he's on the couch with his schlong and a bowl of milk that I got him. And I was coming back from the toilet down the hall and his wife walks in and she's a blonde real estate, right? Real estate agent. She stops, takes a double look and went, holy hell, I wondered how you guys recharge those things. Guys are getting a bit slow. Really are. Nice to have everybody on board this morning. And today we're talking to Lucian and to Morgan and to Blaine as well. First time meeting of Morgan and Blaine. And I'm sure they're going to need a psychiatrist at the end of this. They really are. But guys, I got to ask you, anything new coming out in the near future? Am I going to be able to do this with you again?
Of course. Oh, yeah. Yeah, in the future, we're just going to play some shows. We're probably going to stick around the prairies for the fall and winter.
Music video coming up.
Music video, we're going to start shooting in the fall, and who knows, maybe we might have material for another album upcoming next year.
Nice. Now,
Somewhere, yeah.
at the same time, have you got any gigs going on right now?
Our next one, not right now, but our next one's in Winnipeg in November 29th in Winnipeg.
November actually here in Saskatoon.
Oh, yeah.
Got 3 in making right now. That's yet to be confirmed, but it'll be ready in the next week, and then we'll start promoting that in the next probably 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
So we'll have a lineup more than we do, but we only have one right now.
One right now, yeah.
Very cool, because believe me, we want to keep you guys employed, get you on stage, get you doing it. I mean, that pandemic era was just ridiculous. Nobody made any money or had any fun on stage. So believe me, the more times you're on stage, the better it is. It really is. Now, having said that, we are going to have to wrap it up right now, but we'd love to have you guys back again in the near future if you want to bring us some new music, or if you maybe want to subject yourself to a bit of this again. I feel sorry for you, I really do, but, cool, I understand. Having said that...
Start a tally. How many people want us to set a gig?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Now, having said that, Lucian, how about sending me a T-shirt that I can wear while I'm doing these interviews?
Sure, yeah, we just got some merch made, so no problem. Just send us an address and we'll get one out to you.
Nice.
We'll send you a CD too.
CDs.
Do that.
Stickers coming back.
Yeah. Bundle stickers, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, we're doing all kinds of things, man.
I had a funky idea then. How would you like to send me a handful of CDs and we'll do a Truth and Agony giveaway?
Sure, yeah, we're down for that, yeah, definitely. Couple shirts too, yeah.
Nice. It's about, promoting Truth and Agony, to be very honest with you.
Exactly. Yeah,
And
everything helps. Yeah.
I've been told in the past while I'm doing these interviews, they're not only watching the interview, but they're on the interwebby thing and they're out there finding out where they can buy the merch and this, artists are making a bit of money out of it at the same time. So I'd be honoured to wear your brand. I really would.
Right on, man. We'll send you one, yeah.
Yeah, we'll send it.
Yeah, for sure.
Please don't go anywhere just yet, because we're going to have the staff rush the monitors in a minute and want to take photos and stuff like that. And Barbara, I don't know whether she's done this to you before, but she'll put it into a movie and send it to you, and she'll send it, All I can say, guys, is show it to people you don't like.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Well,
everybody. Like it's pretty cool in our scene here, man. It's a lot of bands help each other out. There's not terribly too much competition. It's really good.
It's very communal.
Yeah, we have a really good reputation. A lot of bands are willing to play with us, and we don't have to hunt to find openers. We just ask and someone will come. And it's good to have a good reputation like that, so we're really proud of it. We work hard to keep it.
Nice. Well, usually why I say show it to people you don't like, because your friends and your family and everything, they'll love it automatically, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it usually puts a fire under people's bottoms, and before you know it, I've got those people contacting us as well, saying, hey, we wouldn't mind an interview as well, you know what I mean?
Sure, yeah, it helps everybody, man, yeah.
So please pass it on to people you don't like. And especially people you absolutely hate, because I know they're going to be in touch with us as well, you know. It happens that way. Anyway, don't go anywhere just yet. I've got a couple of things I want to talk to you about after this. So in the meantime, I will put you back to the other studio right now. Thank you for joining us here at Galaxy. And we do have a couple more interviews coming up this week. We really do. I think Timothy Craig is in there. Yes, he is. And we're coming back to New Zealand to catch up with Sam French from the band Say or Do out of Napier, the Naki. Yeah, looking forward to meeting a Kiwi again. But in the meantime, folks, have a very happy and successful day. Join me tomorrow for the breakfast show between 6 and 6:30 in the morning through until 10 in the morning. Barbara's going to be joining me. And I tell you what, it's going to be an interesting day. It's 100% Galaxy artists tomorrow. So, stay safe, take care, and from me, it's happy radio, everyone.
Galaxy.